What's going on, everybody? It's Casey, and welcome back to Where Christ Met Me Part 8. Finally. So I know I'm a little bit overdue. Look, I got super busy last week, but we're not going to worry about all of that. That was last week. So, yeah. We are at the end of the series, Part 8. This was the last video I ever made of my transitional changes. And, yeah, I stopped making videos after 8 months because I stopped seeing changes, and it was just like it became repetitive. It was just going to be more of the same thing. Initially, when I first started the videos, I was going to go all the way up into a year, but that did not happen, unfortunately. And like I said in my previous videos, that my changes happened very, very quickly. So what would take most trans men a year to achieve, I achieved that in 8 months. So yeah, this is part 8. This is the last video. I have no idea what I said in this video, so I'm watching it for the first time with you guys. So yeah, we'll recoup after everything. Enjoy. What's up, you guys? My name is Cruz, and as of February 19th, I am 8 months on T. Let's start off with the background looks different. I did some redecorating, I know. And yeah, I cut my hair. It's just hair, it'll grow back. First things first, I want to say is something I did notice this month is acne. I did start to get a little bit of acne, but I changed up my acne cleanser, and this is where I'm at now. This is my face. Got a couple blemishes here, but that's okay. Next thing I want to talk about is hair. So I noticed that I started getting a little bit more chest hair. Pre-T, my chest was completely bald, and on my lower, like on my abdomen and stuff, I had like a little bit of fuzz. It was like maybe as thick as my arm hair, but now it's like really, really bushy. But my chest hair has gotten like my arm hair, and from my abdomen, it's like bushy, like my beard. Like, just imagine this area here, but on my abdomen, it's like that. I do want to talk about my weight, just because I am constantly like moving up and down. My last video, I think I said I was 155, but as of now, I'm 150, so I lost another 5 pounds. As far as working out, I still don't work out, you know, just working. Update on my hairline. This is my hairline. I thought I was going bald, but I don't think so. So I am a little patchy here and here, but that's just because I just got a haircut. I mean, my hair is used to being, it's used to sticking like straight up, but since I got the cut, I'm like trying to force it to like lay flat. So it's looking weird now. And the fact that I have a cowlick right here in my hairline doesn't help either. So like, instead of growing down this side from like here and back, like this whole side of my hair grows this way. So it looks like I'm bald, but I'm not. I checked it, I promise. I want to touch on dysphoria a little bit, because that's something that I haven't talked about at all in my videos. And honestly, that's just because I didn't experience a lot of dysphoria. Dysphoria has been a big thing for me now this past month or two. I don't know why, but it just bothers me. And especially like my chest, I'm so ready for top surgery. You guys have no idea. And as far as an update on everything, my voice, I think my voice is kind of like plateaued. It doesn't sound deeper than it was. It doesn't sound any higher. I think it's basically, I think this is how I'm gonna sound for the most part for the rest of my transition. My beard, here's my beard. My beard has finally connected, you guys. What a milestone. It's still not as thick as I would like. Obviously, that's something that I feel like every trans guy wants, is a thick beard. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain. You guys saw when I was 1 month on T, my first video, I already had like the goatee right here. And honestly, I've had that my whole entire life. It's never been this thick, obviously, but I've always had like, you know, the fuzzy mustache. And I think a lot of women have like a little fuzz on their lip, but I have dark hair and mine has always been a little bit thicker. So like, honestly, my mustache has been this same thickness my whole life, now that I mention it. It's always been like this thick, but I've always shaved it. So I don't know, it's my genetics. And like I said, like I had hair like here and here. I think this is why my beard is so thick down here, just because I always had that hair there. But you know, of course with tea, it started growing in thicker and everything followed through. Sideburns, I had sideburns too. That's why my sideburns are really thick. Sideburns have always been there. Honestly, as far as my beard goes, the only thing tea helped me with was more feeling on my cheeks. Like when I started tea, all of this came in, and I had like more of a space down here. Like right here was a really big gap, but as you can see, like as the months go on, this is like slowly starting to get thicker and thicker. And like the little soul patch down here, I always had that my whole entire life. All right guys, thank you again, and I will see you next month. Okay, that was part 8. Yeah, wow, I don't even know what to say about all that, to be honest. I was experiencing a little bit of dysphoria around that time, just because of my chest and everything. I had changed my name at that point. Like, I had looked completely different from the first video to that last video, and that was less than a year. And that's why I always try to emphasize that, you know, hormone therapy is not a joke. You know, it changes you physically, mentally, emotionally as well. So I definitely cannot say that transitioning is something that I'm proud of, but it's not something that I regret, because had I never transitioned, I would not have this testimony that I have today. So with that being said, everybody, I just want to say, if you're struggling with your gender identity, or if you know someone that's even struggling with their gender identity, pour the word into them, pray over them, be gentle with them. Don't Bible beat them, don't bash them, don't slander them, because usually those people have a lot that they're keeping in, and to let it out is scary. I'm not saying support their sins, but I'm saying support them spiritually. Most importantly, support them spiritually. And pray for them, you know. Man, I really don't know what else to say about all of that. It was crazy. Yeah. But this is not the end of my videos. I have a couple things that I will be uploading in the days to come, maybe next week. And yeah, you know, stay tuned for it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. And this is not goodbye. See you later. Thank you guys.